It's a pleasure to see a few, would be nice to have even more, but it's a pleasure to see a few young people here today, because many of the findings of the 2007 AAUW Educational Foundation report entitled Behind the Pay Gap speaks directly to the experiences they have had or will have in the future. It's true that women have made remarkable gains in education during the past 3 decades, but those gains have not always translated into pay equity. Behind the Pay Gap, which is this report right here, examines the gender pay gap specifically as it applies to college graduates. The results of the study are summarized on this handy-dandy little bookmark that was created for today's event and is being passed out by the AAUW. It's summarized there that 1 year out of college, women working full-time earn only 80% as much as their male colleagues earn. 10 years after graduation, women fall further behind, earning only 69% as much as men earn. And even after controlling for hours, occupation, parenthood, and other factors normally associated with pay, college-educated women still earn less than their male peers earn. But now, of course, because we're talking about individuals who make choices about the colleges they attend and the courses of study they pursue, among many other factors, the analysis of the data is complex. However, some truths do emerge. For example, many majors remain strongly dominated by one gender. Female students are concentrated in fields associated with lower earnings, such as education, health, and psychology. Male students dominate the higher paying fields such as engineering, mathematics, and physical sciences. Pay equity is a simple matter of fairness. When women are paid less than men for comparable work, women have fewer resources to support themselves and their families. Discrimination is extremely difficult to measure directly. It's illegal, and for the most part, people do not believe that they discriminate against women or other groups. But if a woman and a man make the same choices, will they receive the same pay? The answer is no. 10 years after graduation, female and male graduates are about equally likely to be married and have children, or are married without children, or remain single. In other words, their experiences are similar. However, 10 years after graduation, 81% of men are employed full-time, while only 61% of women are employed full-time, and the gender segregation in the workforce remains largely unchanged between 1 year and 10 years after graduation. In addition, the portion of the gender pay gap that remains unexplained increases from 5% to 12%. This widening gap cannot be attributed to employment, education, or personal choice, which suggests that discrimination may worsen over time or that the effects of gender discrimination are cumulative.
We all know that the United States faces increasing economic competition in the new global economy, and that nobody in the country feels those changes more keenly than we do in Michigan, where the economy ranks at the bottom among all the states based on severity of declines in personal income, employment, and population. As manufacturing industries decline and jobs disappear, it's clear that we must cultivate the knowledge-driven entrepreneurial sectors of our economy, particularly high technology. To succeed, we're going to have to greatly increase the number of residents holding college degrees, particularly in the physical sciences, computer technology, engineering, and math, the so-called STEM fields, in which women's participation rates are generally low. Impending baby boomer retirements, with the potential loss of half our scientists and engineers, make this need even more critical. Women represent the greatest potential for increasing our scientifically and technologically trained workforce. But there's been no public discussion of the role gender might play in the success or failure of Michigan's economic development strategies. So today, we're here to start that conversation.